All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning, I am Valsa Williams. The headlines. With only 4 days to go for polls in Madhya Pradesh and Mizoram, electioneering reaches its peak. Campaigning also picks up in Rajasthan and Telangana. National Security Advisor Ajit Doval to hold talks with Chinese Foreign Minister on border issues in Sichuan province of China today. A 7-member central team is now in Tamil Nadu to assess damages caused by Cyclone Gaja. India Meteorological Department develops a new technology to monitor impact of rain and deal with natural disasters. In Afghanistan, 26 killed in a suicide blast at a mosque in eastern province of Khost, 50 wounded. And in sports, MC Mary Kom and Sonia Chahal to fight for gold medals in the World Boxing Championship in New Delhi this evening. With just 4 days left for polling in Madhya Pradesh and Mizoram, electioneering has reached its peak. BJP and Congress are making blistering attacks at each other to garner support for their candidates. Top leaders of both parties will campaign in various areas today as well. In Madhya Pradesh, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will address rallies in Chhatarpur and Mandsaur districts today. A report.
Leaders of various political parties are leaving no stone unturned to woo the voter. Addressing rallies in Chhindwara, Shivni, Balaghat, Katni and Jabalpur, Bharatiya Janata Party President Amit Shah continued accusing the Congress of misgovernance from Panchayat to Parliament for 55 years of rule. Congress Chief Rahul Gandhi addressed rallies in Vidisha, Raisen and Sihor districts and announced that within 10 days of coming to power, the Congress government will waive loan of each and every farmer. BSP Chief Mayawati and Samajwadi Chief Akhilesh Yadav were campaigning in Bundelkhand and Vindhya area for their party candidates. Sanjeev Sharma, AIR News, Bhopal.
In Mizoram, Mr. Modi yesterday addressed a rally at Lunglei and held an interaction with representatives of NGOs and civil societies. Our correspondent has filed this report.
Representatives of civil society submitted a memorandum to Prime Minister Narendra Modi and appealed to resolve border dispute between Mizoram and Assam. NGO Coordination Committee urged the Prime Minister to resolve the long-pending GRU issue. On the other side, the PM leader and candidate of Lengteng constituency H. Ginzalal said in a campaign that if voted to power, they will not allow free distribution but train young people to earn sustainable income. In a poll rally, Meghalaya Chief Minister and NPP Party President Conrad Sangma said empowerment of tribal youth and skill development are main focus of his party. Irene, AIR News, Aizawl.
The 230-member Madhya Pradesh Assembly and 40-member Mizoram Assembly will go to polls in a single phase on Wednesday. Campaigning is also picking up pace in Rajasthan and Telangana. Polling in both the states will take place on the 7th of next month. In Rajasthan, Chief Minister Vasundhara Raje and other senior BJP leaders Prakash Javadekar and Piyush Goyal will address rallies at various places. Former Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot and Congress State President Sachin Pilot are also scheduled to hold public meetings. Congress leader and former Union Minister C.P. Joshi has been served a notice by the Election Commission for violating the Model Code of Conduct. Mr. Joshi is contesting from Nathdwara constituency of Rajsamand district. The notice was issued after BJP filed a complaint against him for his alleged casteist remarks against Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Union Minister Uma Bharti. Counting of votes for all the 5 states, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, Mizoram, Rajasthan and Telangana will be held on the 11th of next month. Polling for the third phase of Panchayat elections in Jammu and Kashmir began a short while ago. 19 blocks of Jammu region, 14 of Kashmir and 10 of Ladakh are going to polls in this phase. 1,371 candidates are in the fray for 553 Sarpanch Halkas and 5,426 candidates for 4,279 Panch wards. Polling, which began at 8 a.m., will conclude at 2 p.m. Counting of votes will be taken up immediately after the polling ends. The polls are being conducted on a non-party basis. We have a report from our Leh correspondent.
In Leh district of Ladakh region of the state, the polling being held in 5 blocks and it is the final phase of election in the region. After declaration of 13 sarpanches and 230 panches as unopposed, the election is being held for the posts of 19 sarpanches and 4 posts of panches in this phase. With Ramesh Chandra, this is Yangchan Dolma reporting from Leh, Ladakh.
Adequate security measures have been made to ensure smooth and peaceful polling. Forces have been deployed in strength in all the poll-bound areas. The Panchayat elections in Jammu and Kashmir are being held in 9 phases. The last Panchayat polls in the state took place in 2011. National Security Advisor Ajit Doval and Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi will hold the 21st round of border talks at Tuqianyan city in Sichuan province of China today. Mr. Doval and Mr. Wang are the designated special representatives for border talks between the two countries. In today's meeting, they will discuss ways to maintain peace at the borders. They are also expected to review the progress in bilateral ties since the Wuhan summit in April. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Chinese President Xi Jinping had held their first ever informal summit at Wuhan. Maldivian Foreign Minister Abdullah Shahid is arriving in New Delhi this evening on a 4-day visit to India. This is the first high-level visit from Malé after the new government took office last week. On Monday, Mr. Shahid and External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj will hold extensive talks on issues of mutual interest. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. You can also log on to our website newsonair.nic.in. A 7-member central team has reached Chennai for an on-the-spot assessment of the damage caused by Cyclone Gaja in Tamil Nadu. Our correspondent reports that the interdepartmental team will review the situation in the affected districts from today.
The central team, led by the Union Home Ministry Joint Secretary Daniel Richard, would be meeting the State Chief Minister at the Secretariat in Chennai this morning. They will then proceed to the Delta districts to see for themselves the trails of destruction and devastation left by the November 16 cyclone. They would visit the affected places for 3 days and return to Chennai on Monday evening, where they would meet again the CM and senior officials to discuss about the ground situations and the needs for recovery. Jai Singh, AIR News, Chennai.
The India Meteorological Department IMD has developed a new technology to assess the rise of water level in rivers and reservoirs by rain. The technology, called Impact-Based Forecasting Approach, which shows pre-event scenario, can help state governments to minutely monitor the impact of rain and take real-time decisions. Speaking at an event organized by the Centre for Science and Environment in New Delhi last evening, IMD Director General K.J. Ramesh said the department is in a position to use the technology to deal with natural disasters like the recent deluge in Kerala. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will share his thoughts with the people in India and abroad in his Mann Ki Baat program on All India Radio at 11 a.m. tomorrow. It will be the 50th episode of the monthly program. It will be broadcast on the entire network of AIR and Doordarshan and will also be streamed on the YouTube channels of the Prime Minister's Office, Information and Broadcasting Ministry, AIR and DD News. The program will be simultaneously broadcast on AIR's website www.allindiaradio.gov.in. All India Radio will broadcast the program in regional languages immediately after the Hindi broadcast. The regional language versions will also be repeated at 8 p.m. In one of his Mann Ki Baat programs, Prime Minister Narendra Modi had shared his thoughts on digital transaction, which plays a major role in the fight against corruption and black money. We have a report.
In his Mann Ki Baat address on 26th February 2017, Mr. Modi had said digital transactions in the country are witnessing a very rapid surge. He said the young generation is getting habituated to digital payments through their mobile handsets.
हमारा समाज भी तो टेक्नोलॉजी ड्रिवन होता जा रहा है, व्यवसाय टेक्नोलॉजी ड्रिवन होते जा रहे हैं। एक प्रकार से टेक्नोलॉजी हमारे जीवन का अभिन्न अंग बन रहा है। धीरे धीरे लोग नगद से निकल करके डिजिटल करेंसी की तरफ आगे बढ़ रहे हैं। भारत में भी डिजिटल ट्रांजैक्शन बहुत तेजी से बढ़ रहा है। खास करके युवा पीढ़ी अपने मोबाइल फोन से ही डिजिटल पेमेंट की आदी बनती जा रही है। ये शुभ संकेत मानता हूं मैं।
Talking to AIR News, school students said digital payments have made their life easier as through this mode they can pay bills and book train tickets.
मैं मयंक राज दिल्ली से। जब से डिजिटल इंडिया स्टार्ट हुआ है तब से हमें बहुत आसानी हो गई है पेमेंट्स करने में। पानी का बिल हो गया, बिजली का बिल हो गया, रेलवे रिजर्वेशन हो गया, रिचार्ज हो गया, ये सब हम डिजिटल पेमेंट से आराम से कर सकते हैं।
मैं कृष्णा सिंह द्वारका मोड़ अभी स्पोर्ट्स से बोल रहा हूँ। डिजिटल पेमेंट जो आजकल के समय में काफी प्रचलित हो चुका है, इससे काफी फायदा है कस्टमर्स को भी और खुद शॉपर्स को भी। कार्ड स्वैप करे या वो पेटीएम करे, जिस भी माध्यम से वो अपनी शॉपिंग करना चाहे वह बड़े आसानी से कर सकता है। दूसरा, काफी सारे पैसे जैसे जेब में लेके घूमने की उसको आवश्यकता नहीं पड़ती है, तो काफी सुविधाएं डिजिटल पेमेंट से।
Over the past 2 years, digital payment transactions have registered tremendous growth in the country. With Dipendra Anand Kumar, AIR News, Delhi.
In Afghanistan, a suicide blast at a mosque and an army base in the Ismail Khail district of Eastern Province of Khost yesterday killed at least 26 people and wounded 50. Security officials in the area said there was no immediate claim of responsibility. Ace Indian pugilist MC Mary Kom and rookie Sonia Chahal will fight for gold medals at the Women's World Boxing Championships in New Delhi this evening. In the 48-kilogram category, Mary Kom, aiming to clinch her historic 6th world title, will face Hana Okota of Ukraine. On the other hand, Sonia Chahal will be up against Ornella Wana of Germany in the 57-kilogram division. The 21-year-old Haryana pugilist is competing in her maiden World Championships. And now for an overview of today's newspapers, it's over to Subhadra Ramachandran.
Thank you, Valsa. Newspapers carry different leads this morning. India says Pak denying access to Sikh pilgrims, alleges diplomats couldn't visit Gurudwaras despite approval. Headlines, The Hindustan Times. India protests denial of consular access to pilgrims, writes The Hindu. The Indian Express reports, day after Kartarpur announcement citing Berlin Wall, Prime Minister holds out promise of pilgrims' progress to underline the potential transformative nature of the diplomatic move. Attack on China consulate in Karachi foiled, 7 killed. Baloch Liberation Army claims attack against Chinese expansion is a lead in the Asian age. One of journalist Bukhari's killers among 6 shot dead in Kashmir, states the Times of India. Security agencies say one of the most successful operations, reports the Tribune. 2 lakh will pour into Ayodhya tomorrow, claims VHP and RSS. Massive show to prod Centre to Act on Temple is a lead in the Times of India. Climate change caused deadly Kerala rains, the Hindustan Times cites the India Met Department, sounding an alarm that normals have shifted. The Economic Times writes, in air pollution, choking Delhi is top of the world, terming it as a dubious distinction. Black money drive gets a flood shock. British Virgin Islands say heavy rain has destroyed documents on index tax dodgers, is the Business Standard lead. Oil at year low, OPEC mulls output cut, states the Financial Express. Kerala government moves 2 days just for women at Sabarimala at the Kerala High Court, writes the Times of India. Geography matters more than education and multilingualism. The Times of India cites Census 2011 data showing Goan villagers are more multilingual than graduates from Rajasthan. And finally, can the sun-dimming chemical spray curb global warming? The Hindu Business Line reports on a stratospheric aerosol injection that could limit rising temperatures according to a Harvard study. And with that, it's back to you, Valsa.
Thank you, Subhadra. In more news, Jharkhand Day is being celebrated today at the International Film Festival of India in Goa. Jharkhand is the focus state at this year's IFFI. Chief Minister Raghubar Das and a host of film personalities will attend Jharkhand Day celebrations. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. With only 4 days to go for polls in Madhya Pradesh and Mizoram, electioneering reaches its peak. Campaigning also picks up in Rajasthan and Telangana. National Security Advisor Ajit Doval to hold talks with Chinese Foreign Minister on border issues in Sichuan province of China today. A 7-member central team is now in Tamil Nadu to assess damages caused by Cyclone Gaja. India Meteorological Department develops a new technology to monitor impact of rain and deal with natural disasters. In Afghanistan, 26 killed in suicide blast at a mosque in eastern province of Khost, 50 wounded. And in sports, MC Mary Kom and Sonia Chahal to fight for gold medals in the World Boxing Championship in New Delhi this evening. With that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.